The Motorola Halo Plus is a monitor that I got a lot of questions about. It's meant to be an all-in-one solution for your nursery, but is it the right fit for you? Let's see. Hey guys, Andrew here with Verb. If you want more videos and reviews for new parents, hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. So let's start with a look at the basic specs and get a general overview of this monitor. The camera itself is a full HD 1080p camera and uses 8 infrared LEDs for up to 30 feet of night vision. It's built with both a microphone and speaker for two-way talk and lullabies, and it offers motion and sound detection. Now, one thing to note is that this does not have pan or tilt capabilities. It was designed to be fixed on a flat surface in what they call desktop mode, or give you a bird's eye view via their mount in dock mode. And on that note, the Motorola Halo gets its name from the halo mount for the camera, and it's what gives it that spaceshipy look, which is the word that my wife used to describe it. Aesthetically, it's a bit much for me. I knew that it would be bigger, but seeing it in person hovering over that crib, it's a lot of plastic hanging up there, especially when comparing it to our Nanit, which is just a little bit cleaner. Granted, this does do a couple more things though, namely it can project images onto the ceiling, with the general idea being that it would entertain a baby like a crib mobile would. The halo ring around the camera serves as an upward facing nightlight with 3 levels of intensity and a wide array of color options that can either be controlled in the parent unit or in the app, which we'll talk about in just a sec. The mount itself is very easy to install and comes with a telescopic leg to adapt to most cribs. The thing I personally found a little bothersome is how the mount could potentially get in your way depending on your crib. Ideally, you'd install the crib mount on the rear to get a full top-down view of the crib. For our baby Leto crib, that worked fine. But for cribs with a back, you're forced to install it elsewhere, and because the sides yield a suboptimal viewing angle, you're most likely going to have to install it in the front, aka the loading zone. While it's a minor thing, it does kind of get in the way of a parent when taking the baby in and out. Moving on, let's take a look at the monitor. One of the most appealing things about the Halo Plus is how you can use it either as a connected or non-connected option. Non-connected meaning it's not hooked up to the internet. This is really cool as not all monitors have that dual functionality, and it can come in handy in a few ways. For example, if you're on a date night and you have a sitter or your family watching the baby, you can give the sitter this monitor right here, and from afar while you're out, you can tune in to the feed through your app. So that's pretty handy. Another example could be you might be the type that really enjoys the app, but on occasion you like a continuous video feed, which you can't really do through your phone because it kills your phone battery. So during nap time, as you're folding laundry or something like that, you can just have this sitting there and have the continuous video feed as needed while keeping your app as the primary source in which you tune in to the feed. The screen on this parent unit is 4.3 inches in standard definition, which is a little disappointing. While the camera is full HD, as I mentioned, the monitor is low res and fairly pixelated. I wish the picture could be cleaned up just a little bit. Luckily, it's not as bad as the Infant Optics DXR8, but it isn't as good as the Eufy Space View, which that is an HD monitor. The battery life will last you up to 5 hours continuously, but it is longer if you just use it for audio. Also, you'll find a pop-out stand on the rear that resembles the Nintendo Switch to keep it upright as needed. On the front are 8 buttons that give you access to all the features that include push to talk, light, color, brightness, zoom, and the ability to add multiple cameras. And on the top are the buttons to toggle power and volume. Now, in my experience, I usually keep the volume at just level 1. The microphone seems to be super sensitive or something because I can hear everything in that room. So even a little whimper or cry will definitely get me awake. Unless you're a really heavy sleeper, I don't really envision you needing to push the volume very high. The last thing I'll say about the monitor is this button right here. Usually when you press it, you're supposed to see sleep insights, but when I press it, the unit just kind of goes to sleep, so that's a little bit disappointing. I don't know if that's isolated to mine, but it doesn't matter because there's an app where you can see all of that stuff anyway. Through the Hubble app, you can really get a crisp HD view of the crib. Quality of the feed really is good, I'll give it that. Through here, you can enable sound and motion alerts, as well as download lullabies from the Hubble cloud to add to the library. But there are a couple improvement points I'd say about the app though. First, it's flanked by ads and buttons to drive traffic to Amazon or additional products, and there are banners prompting you to upgrade to its premium plan for additional features like smart zones and a longer video history. I wish that wasn't there. We already paid like $300 for this thing. You know, can we just be left alone? I don't know. I wish instead of having to navigate the home screen, it just took you directly to the feed. That'd be so much better. Second, I actually do like the feed and the button placement. I like the quality of it. It's super crisp, but connectivity issues are the largest complaint I've seen with this app, and I'd have to agree a little bit. Stability was iffy. The feed had dropped on me on a handful of occasions, and startup can take a minute. So if I were to sum up my overarching experience with the Halo Plus, I'd say it's been good with a few places for improvement. If you don't want gadgets everywhere and you just want a consolidated jack-of-all-trades solution, this is for you.
Never half-ass two things. Whole-ass one thing.
To Ron Swanson's point, this does a lot of things, but does it do certain things better than other monitors? No. Then again, those other monitors aren't as versatile. This is a camera, it's a nightlight, it's a sound machine, it's kind of a crib mobile. It can be used during the toddler stage, after the infant stage, but where this thing really shines is its ability to be used as a dual connected and non-connected monitor. Here's what I'll say though. If I knew 100% that I wanted a connected Wi-Fi monitor, I'd probably still stick with my Nanit. It's in the same price range as the Halo Plus at around $300, except it's got better stability, better user interface, and it can also track breathing. Now on the flip side, if I knew that I wanted a non-connected monitor, I'd probably stick with the Eufy Space View, since it is cheaper, about half the price, and you are getting better quality out of it. Now depending on your use case, you might wane in the middle, you might want that dual functionality for the scenarios that I talked about earlier, and if that's the case, then Halo's probably gonna be for you. So that's all I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think down below. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button down there. It looks like a thumbs up. For more videos and reviews for new parents, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this video, and come back for the next one. God bless. Later.